All right, let's get back out to Sarah Streyder. She is Executive Director of Secure Families Initiative, a nonprofit, nonpartisan that advocates for military families' rights. And this is about expats, including active duty service members who are concerned that they may not have their absentee ballots counted. That's because there are some Republicans in 3 swing states that have filed lawsuits that may delay accepting them. So, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us again. We had some technical difficulties during the last block. So, first of all, what is the biggest concern of active duty service members and their family members who are living abroad?
Sure. Well, we already face what I'd call perennial barriers to the ballot box. In 2020, military voters were 27% less likely to have voted than civilians. And a lot of that comes from regular stuff like inconsistent internet and/or postal access, mail delivery delays out of our control, inconsistent state rules and requirements that can get confusing and overwhelming. And that's, of course, before you even get to additional harassment by lawsuit, which we've seen has already discouraged a lot of our voters from putting in the effort to cast their ballot if there's any doubt that their ballot will even be counted in the first place.
And from your perspective, from the perspective of these military families, what is behind these lawsuits? What is the motivation?
Unfortunately, what seems to be the motivation is to cast doubt on the security of our elections. We're really worried no matter what happens with these lawsuits. I know we've seen 2 of them get struck down so far, but damage has already been done because we've seen rumors cast aspersions on military and overseas voters. And as Americans, we really need to reject that division and that fear when people spread rumors, because we are American citizens. I am a wife, a mom who's potty training her toddler, and I'm just trying to vote in the very democracy that our family serves to protect. And this is the last thing that I need added to my barriers to the ballot box.
You know, and Sarah, how important is it for families like yours to be able to participate, even though you may not be here right now in the States, but I would imagine it still feels important to exercise your right to vote?
Yeah, I should have mentioned earlier this year we were stationed in Korea. Now we're stationed in England. We're as far away from home as you can get, but this helps me feel connected back home. It makes me feel like I have a voice in the big decisions that have direct impact on my family's well-being. I want to have that right, a right that people have fought and died for me to have. I want to have that voice and that choice to stay connected to community. And this is what's at stake when we play politics with military ballots.
And Sarah, what is your message to the people responsible for these lawsuits? And it's possible that there could be more.
To the partisan operatives who are part of spreading these damaging rumors and showing up in courts of law, my message is simple: please stop. Keep your hands off a process that is secure, bipartisan. The federal law that governs military and overseas ballots has been around since longer than I've been alive. We do this well, and I would say stop playing politics. But more importantly, to those watching, this might be the first time that you're hearing about how military and overseas ballots get cast. I promise we are Americans just trying to participate in the same democracy that you are. The same checks and balances that apply to your ballot apply to mine as well. And so please do not be afraid of what you're being told. Our elections are something to be proud of.
My last question for you, Sarah, what do you think happens next? Do you still plan to vote? Do you still plan to cast your ballot?
Thankfully, I cast my ballot last week, so it is on its way back. I am hoping to find out it arrives and gets counted soon. But we'll keep monitoring these lawsuits. Our organization is prepared to file amicus briefs in any cases that get appealed, regardless of how they're ruled. But unfortunately, we'll be paying really close attention the week of Election Day and beyond about how these rumors are perpetuated again so that we can stop that election attack.
Absolutely. All right. Sarah Streyder, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate your family. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.